Well, that didn't go as planned at all. The Denver Nuggets lose to the Orlando Magic on their first game on the road on the East Coast, 104 to 115. And the Denver Nuggets did not look like they had it today. Now, blame the trade deadline, blame Jamal Murray not being there, blame the fact that they didn't have Thomas Bryant yet, so they're down two players in their well, three players. They're down three players in their rotation. Blame the fact that the bench got outscored 10 to 54. There was one starter that was in the minus today, and that was Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. was the one responsible for staggering with that horrific bench, and he was a minus five. Porter shot 3 of 12 from three tonight after absolutely blazing the last few games. I mean, honestly, if Porter makes two more of his threes tonight, this is a different game because they would have been down 6 or 4 down the stretch as opposed to 12. But it's all right, man. And the reason I'm not tripping about this is because this is your first game on the East Coast. There was no Jamal Murray. Obviously, like the team's just kind of rediscovering itself. The Magic are an incredibly, well, let's say this. They're a very good team as of January. They've been playing really good basketball, really cohesive. Markel Fultz, Jalen Suggs. Obviously, they got rid of Mo Bamba. They got Paulo still, Franz, Mo Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr., who played really good defense today. The Nuggets started off the game 12-0 to score, and then they got blown out basically the rest of the game. And there was a lot of stuff that went into it. The defense wasn't good today. Jokic's defense wasn't locked in today. Porter defense wasn't locked in today. Bruce, KCP, they were kind of all over the place. Jokic had 7 turnovers today. Just a lot of just throwing the ball down the court, threw it over Bruce Brown's head, got it intercepted on like 2 more transition passes, was losing the ball like because the Orlando Magic were getting their hand in the cookie jar. Just a lot of overpassing at different points in time. Jokic tonight, he had 29 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists on 10 of 19 shooting, 3 of 5 from 3, and 6 of 9 from the free throw line with 1 block, 1 steal. He was a +8. They lost by 11, and he was a +8. So he turned it on from basically like, no, I would actually say like, again, he was even in the first quarter, but he basically turned it on from the first quarter on. And Wendell Carter, at one point in time in the game, he was 3 of 8. He was 3 of 8, which means he went 7 of 11 the rest of the game. Wendell Carter Jr. played really good defense. But yeah, it was really a frustrating game because mostly it was just a defense that wasn't great. But by the way, the Denver Nuggets tonight, best 3-point shooting team in the NBA, best shooting team in the NBA, shot 10 of 33 from 3 today, 46% from the field with 16 turnovers and only 24 assists. They just had 44 assists the other night. They had 24 tonight. Only 39 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds to 47 rebounds to 15 offensive rebounds. They lost the block battle by 1, 6-5. They lost the steals battle 12-6. And that's again, man. You lose the rebounding battle by 8, and you lose the steal battle by 6, and the block battle. And then the Nuggets were 16 of 24 at the free throw line. Again, you can't do that. So you lose the 3-point shooting battle. You lose from the field. You lose from the free throw line. You lose rebounding, and you lose steals, and that's the game right there. So, like I said, they're 38-18. They're now 35-13 with Jokic in the lineup. Obviously, on social media, folks are tripping, making a huge deal out of it. And, I think a lot of people are kind of reeling from the Bones Highland situation. And, Bones Highland got rid of her 2 second-round picks. You can follow me on social media. You want to retouch all that. I really don't want to do it. They got Thomas Bryant a trade. He is now a Denver Nugget. They got him for 2 second-round picks and Davon Reed. And then Bones Highland, they traded for 2 second-round picks to the Clippers. So they really gave up Bones in a second and Davon for Thomas Bryant. It's kind of how it worked out. But the bench has been playing pretty well as of late. It was just a really bad game. They had some really good performances. But, it's just one of those games, man. Like I said, you're 38-18. Aaron Gordon had an incredible game tonight, too. That's what sucks about it. Aaron Gordon played really good versus his former team. 37 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. 15 of 21 from the field, 3 of 6 from the free throw line or 3-point line, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, 1 block, 1 steal, only 2 turnovers, +5. +5. Porter, like I said, 12-3 on 3 of 16 and 3 of 12, -5. Bruce Brown, 7-2-3 on 3 of 7. No three-pointers made, 0-3. He was +7. Aaron Gordon, like I said, +5. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, a lot of ball handling duties tonight. 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists on 4 of 7 shooting. 0-3 from 3. 1-1 from the free throw line. 1 steal, +5. All the starters for Porter was in the positive. The bench, though, listen to this. Christian Brown, -22. Ish Smith, -18. Jeff Green, -19. Vlatko Cancar, -16. They scored a total of 10 points. And 7 of those from Jeff Green, 3 of those from Vlatko Cancar. Now it's your game. The Orlando Magic starters were a +5 in France, staggering. Paolo Banchero was a -5, had 11, 10, and 2, -5. Markelle Fultz, 8, 8, and 4, -8. Wendell Carter Jr., 19, 6, and 2, -7. Jalen Suggs, 11, 4, and 1, -7. Cole Anthony, +19. Mo Wagner, +18. Cole Houston, if I believe that's how I say his name correctly, I think it's Cole Houston. Cole Houston, +19. Bobo, +16. Jonathan Isaac, +5. So I'm going to say this right now. I said this on Twitter. Y'all might not love it, but I think that the Nuggets have an open roster spot. I do think Russell Westbrook is going to be a viable get for them if they go after him, because he's going to be released on that contract. And I think they're going to maybe make a play for Russell Westbrook or John Wall or Reggie Jackson. Out of all those players, Russell's the best player. Now, you got to decide if you want to deal with the drama that might come associated with having Russell on the roster, just the media nonsense. But if there's any environment that can do it, I think it's the Denver Nuggets. And if you want to have somebody that can really fortify your bench, be a secondary ball handler, he's the best. He is the best. Russell is the best. So it depends. If it's just about basketball, it's Russell. If it's about the narrative and basketball, it's John Wall. And if it's about like really, really safe and no drama, then it's Reggie Jackson. But I would go for Russ personally. But like I said, that's crazy. Cole Anthony +19, Mo Wagner +18, Cole Houston +19, Bobo +16. Christian Brown -22, Ish Smith -18, Jeff Green -19, Vlatko Cancar -16, and that's your game. So not tripping. The Denver Nuggets will play again on Saturday versus the Charlotte Hornets, and then they play again versus the Miami Heat. And that's going to be a really good game. Maybe they can get the 40 wins before they hit 40 losses. So we'll see. But that's going to be a really good opportunity. I think they can win both of those games, and then they come back home for the Dallas Mavericks. And then they got the Cavaliers and the Grizzlies on the road. So it's going to be some good basketball coming up, and it's going to be some really big decision-making. They need to make sure that they're playing as hard as possible in order to do what they need to do, too, because you don't want to come out and have another one like tonight, y'all. But start the game. Hey, hit the like button. We are on the road to more good. See y'all soon.